Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I will call the regular session of the May 26, 2026 meeting to order. Give your roll call, please, Mr. Clerk.
Benefield.
Here.
Bradley.
Here.
Brewer.
Here.
Burnett.
Here.
Caldwell.
Here.
Clifton.
Here.
Eaton.
Here.
Franks.
Here.
Gillespie.
Here.
Hagan.
Here.
Heatherly. Luffman.
Present.
Newton. Ray.
Present.
Skillington.
Here, sir.
Sutherland.
Here.
Wisdom.
Here.
Yocum.
Here.
All right, I have 16 present with 2 absent.
If you will, please stand with me. We'll have the invocation by Commissioner Ray, followed by the pledge of allegiance. Mr. Ray, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful day, Lord, that you've given us to come together and assemble and make decisions for this wonderful county that we have the blessing to call home, Lord. I just pray that as we're making decisions this evening, Lord, you'll give us wisdom and discernment and knowledge in every area that we needed to make the best decisions for the benefit of this county and its citizens. Lord, I pray that you'll be with us as we go about our week. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Face the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. So the first item on here is public comments, but the public comments are for agenda items only on the first part. Any non-agenda item will be after we get done with business. Okay. And since there are no agenda items on there, we will continue. First, we have the bi-monthly financial report by the fiscal agent.
Move we adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Ray.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gillespie. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is the bi-monthly financial report for the Director of Schools.
Move adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Skillington. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is the report of the Resolution Committee.
Move adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Luffman.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caldwell. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is the election of the notaries.
Move we adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Ray.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Clifton. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is the resolution for your consideration. First resolution for your consideration is the resolution approving the minutes of the March 24th, 2026 regular session of the Lawrence County Board of County Commissioners.
Move adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Franks.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ray. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is accepting the audit committee minutes from April 9th, 2026.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Skillington. Second by Commissioner Clifton. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is the resolution amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget.
Move adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Luffman, second by Commissioner Sutherland. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call please, Mr. Clerk.
Benefield.
Yes.
Bradley.
Yes.
Brewer.
Yes.
Burnett.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Yes.
Clifton.
Yes.
Eaton.
Yes.
Franks.
Yes.
Gillespie.
Aye.
Hagan.
Yes.
Heatherly. Luffman.
Yes.
Newton. Ray.
Aye.
Skillington.
Yes, sir.
Sutherland.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Yocum.
Aye.
All right, does anyone wish to change their vote? Floor is now closed. I have 16 for with 2 absent.
Resolution passes. Next resolution for your consideration is a resolution approving the amendments to the Lawrence County Board of Education budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2026.
Move we adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Ray,
Second.
second by Commissioner Brewer. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call please, Mr. Clerk.
Benfield,
Yes.
Bradley,
Yes.
Brewer,
Yes.
Burnett,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes.
Clifton,
Yes.
Eaton,
Yes.
Franks,
Yes.
Gillespie, Hagan,
Yes.
Heatherly, Luckman,
Yes.
Newton, Ray,
Aye.
Skillington,
Yes, sir.
Sutherland,
Yes.
Wisdom,
Yes.
Yocum. All right, does anyone wish to change their vote? Floor is now closed. I have 16 for with 2 absent.
Resolution passes. Next resolution for your consideration is a resolution amending the road specifications and grandfathered roads list.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Clifton,
Second.
second by Commissioner Sutherland. Any discussion? See no discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes. Next resolution for your consideration is a resolution approving and adopting a public comment rule for meetings for the Lawrence County Commission and committees.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Skillington. Who seconded that? Commissioner Clifton second. Any discussion? See no discussion, all in favor? Any opposed?
Chairman, I think we skipped one.
Yeah, you did.
Did we?
You skipped.
Number 5. About the estimated.
Oh, the fund balance, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Franks, I appreciate you doing that. So the next resolution for your consideration is a resolution amending the estimated fund balances to beginning fund balances to audited beginning fund balance for fiscal year 2025-2026.
Before you do that, who made the motion and seconded number 6?
Skillington made the motion, Clifton seconded.
No, number 6, that was a highway.
That was 7.
Yes,
I didn't do the highway.
Skillington group.
Seven.
I was
Clifton did seven.
I make the motion,
Yeah.
Clifton made the motion for 6.
and then Chris second.
Okay. Yeah, because it was, we skipped one.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'll take the blame.
I'm
That's
back.
my fault. All right, we're back. All right. Have a motion and a second. Mr. On number 5. Everyone understand where we're at? Okay. Any discussion? Commissioner Luckman said that. Mr. Franks. All right. We're all on number 5. Everybody on the page? Okay. Seeing no discussion, roll call please.
Benfield,
Yes.
Bradley,
Yes.
Brewer,
Yes.
Burnett,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Clifton,
Yes.
Eaton,
Yes.
Franks,
Yes.
Gillespie,
Aye.
Hagan,
Yes.
Heatherly, Luckman,
Yes.
Newton, Ray,
Aye.
Skillington,
Yes, sir.
Sutherland,
Yes.
Wisdom,
Yes.
Yocum. All right, does anyone wish to change their vote? Floor is now closed, 16 for with 2 absent.
All right, number 8. Yep. Resolution approving and adopting a policy prohibiting animals in the workplace. Okay.
Back on track.
Move to adopt. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Skillington and a second by Commissioner Gillespie. Any discussion on this? Seeing no discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes. Next resolution for your consideration is approving the Tennessee Consolidated Retirement System vesting resolution for Lawrence County Public Library employees and authorizing execution of the same.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Sutherland,
Second.
second by Commissioner Luckman. Any discussion? See no discussion, roll call please, Mr. Clerk.
Benfield,
Yes.
Bradley,
Yes.
Brewer,
Yes.
Burnett,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Clifton,
Yes.
Eaton.
Yes.
Franks.
Yes.
Gillespie. Hagan.
Yes.
Heatherly. Luckman.
Yes.
Newton. Ray.
Aye.
Skillington.
Yes, sir.
Sutherland.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Yocum.
Aye.
All right, does anyone wish to change their vote? Floor is now closed. I have 16 for, over 2 absent.
Next resolution for your consideration is a resolution approving the trustees' report on delinquent real estate taxes and utilities for the 2023 tax year.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Skillington, second by Commissioner Clifton. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call please, Mr. Clerk.
Benefield.
Yes.
Bradley.
Yes.
Brewer.
Yes.
Burnett.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Clifton.
Yes.
Eaton.
Yes.
Franks.
Yes.
Gillespie.
Yes.
Hagan.
Yes.
Heatherly. Luckman.
Yes.
Newton. Ray.
Aye.
Skillington.
Yes, sir.
Sutherland.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Yocum.
Aye.
All right, does anyone wish to change their vote? Floor is now closed, 16 for, over 2 absent.
Next resolution. Examination of potential transition to 6-year reappraisal cycle. 1601.
Move to adopt. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Frank, second by Commissioner Bradley. Floor is open for discussion. Seeing no discussion, roll call please, Mr. Clerk.
Eaton.
Yes.
Franks.
Yes.
Gillespie. Heatherly. Steve Hagan, yes. Newton. Ray.
No.
Skillington.
No.
Sutherland.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Yocum.
Aye.
I'm glad I'm not the only one messing up today.
All right. Anyone wish to change their vote? Floor is now closed. I have 13 yeses, 2 noes, and 1 pass, and 2 absent.
Resolution passes. That concludes the business of Lawrence County Commission. Now we will open the floor up for public comments on non-agenda items. Now, in the wake of the resolution that had just passed for the public rules, the following shall be done. You will have 3 minutes to speak, and you will come up and you will give your name, where you live, and what you're going to be talking about. You will not be, you will be professional. Commissioners, you will not be profanity toward commissioners, and you will not try to agitate commissioners. Commissioners will do the same to you. You give us respect, they'll give you respect back. Only 10 people are limited for the public speaking thing at 3 minutes apiece. Okay? So, first one is Mr. Furnish.
My name is Jake Furnish. I live on Henryville Road in Ethridge, and I'll be talking about the gas.
You have 3 minutes, sir.
Good evening, council. Like I said, my name is Jake Furnish. I'm a resident of Ethridge. I live on Henryville Road with my wife and our daughter, who's going to be 2 in a couple weeks. Pretty excited about that. I'm a disabled veteran, and I run a small nonprofit out of Ethridge where I mentor young men making their way in the world. I moved down to Ethridge from Lebanon after I got out of the military, but I grew up in Hendersonville. And when I got out of the service, I was priced out of Hendersonville. I'm not a millionaire. which then took me down to Lebanon. So I was in Lebanon up until Murfreesboro grew to Lebanon. So I started to look for where I could find a bit of peace of mind. And you know, when I go to my hometown, it's just seas of apartments and strip malls. It looks like nothing worth living in, really, unless you're somebody coming in here from California, I suppose. So I moved down here in 2020, and I just want to note that this way of life is rapidly vanishing, not just in Tennessee, but across the country. And if the Flatwoods proposal comes to fruition, my family and I will once again be choosing to relocate. And with the plunging property values that are almost always associated with data centers and the interest rates, that's going to be a stark reality. A common trend that I see with the young men that I mentor is nihilism and loneliness. These boys believe that the world that they're walking into is a hostile place towards them, to their culture, to their heritage. And otherwise, it's been sold out by greed-drunk politicians or executives who care only about themselves and their pocketbooks, rather than the communities that they've been elected to represent. I take these young men out to Appalachia, where we connect to the natural world, and bring them back to my mini farm in Etheridge, where they share in the community, marvel at the connection to our local abundance of wildlife and the land, the fact that we all get to see stars at night. We speak of honor and selflessness and the willingness to truly listen and serve those who are trusted in our stead, not least of which is the land itself. I urge this council not to add their names atop the mountain of failed leaders that these young men are desperate to see set a sound example. I ask you instead to light a beacon of ethics and virtue here in Lawrence County. Firmly say no to this data center, at the very least have a resolution. Not as Luddites opposed to innovation or new technology, but as stewards setting the standard by which these emerging technologies are actually implemented. Growth and economic vitality do not require the abandonment of what makes a community what it is. It just requires patience and listening. Listening to those people that make up the community that calls it home. As a citizen of Lawrence County, I call for a formal resolution to the plans to build a data center off Flatwoods, as well as any future data center projects that may be proposed here in Lawrence County. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Furnish. Next, Mr. Ricky Cromwell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ricky Cromwell. I'm a 66-year-old lifelong citizen of Lawrence County, born and raised here. I'm here tonight to urge all of you to sponsor and bring up for a vote and pass a resolution to ban these data centers from located in Lawrence County on behalf of all of our local citizens. Recently, the elected officials of neighboring Maury County and the city of Spring Hill have done just that. A lot of people used to say in Lawrenceburg, this is going to be the next Spring Hill. If that's the case, let's call the belief by Spring Hill and ban them things indefinitely. I think that's what everybody here wants. I think that's what we should do. This is to protect the citizens from present and future harm that has been proven detrimental to humans, animals, natural resources, and the environment due to the data centers nationwide. Not to mention the skyrocketing of water, electric, and gas rates in areas where they are now operating. I'm here tonight to respectfully ask all of you for your help and consideration on this matter, just as you ask for help and consideration for us for your vote in the August election and no beyond, because this really does matter. Our way of life here hangs in the balance of your actions today, all of you, and we'll be held responsible for that. And I respectfully ask for your help with this. Make them count, make your votes count for all of Lawrence County, for the future of all, especially our children and grandchildren, not just mine. I have 17 grandchildren and 1 great-grandson. And I know a lot of you have the same. And I'm worried about the legacy that we're leaving for them. That is up for us. If we don't stand up and do what we need to do at this point, at some point it would be sad for our grandchildren to ask why. Why did their grandparents allow this to happen in Lawrence County, Tennessee? And I think that's something that all of us have to wrestle with. Look, thank you. I pray for God's discernment over your decisions on this. And I beg you to listen to the citizens of Lawrence County, because if not for them, you wouldn't be sitting in the positions you are. I hope you take that as serious as we do when we vote to put you in them. Thank you, and y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Cromwell. Next, Mr. Bob Curtis.
Thank you for letting me be here tonight. My name is Bob Curley. I live at 250 Nelson Road off Long Branch. My wife and family have been here about 10 years. We moved here from Williamson County to get away from what was just unchecked development up there in that area. It was absolutely, went from a small, nice community. We were annexed, and then within 2 years, 2 roads went in, and it looked like they dropped houses from airplanes. It was just unbelievable, the growth that happened, and caused a lot of problems, water systems and things alike. 30 years I've worked in information technology. I worked for Nissan, I worked for Deloitte & Touche, I worked for Amazon. 900 data centers in 50 countries. I have no data centers inside down. I've worked in them. I felt like I lived in them from time to time. My concern around this data center in this community isn't honestly the data center itself. It's a very small facility in the scope of things. It's how this thing has come down and the continued discourse that's happened not only from the public side, but what I'm seeing also from elected officials, and the lack of transparency and information around it. It's just completely unnecessary in this day and age not to be able to have this kind of information available to people. I think we owe it to one another as a community to do a better job. I've definitely seen a lot of the discourse in these community groups and stuff that have taken things in a direction that no one wants to go. It's just not adult in any capacity. We need accountability, we need transparency, but we need to speak about reasonable and responsible growth in this county. And to go along with the data center, one of the concerns that I have, and I'm hoping the county or whatever power may be can look at it, this property off Shoal Creek that's up for sale now for commercial development, we're talking about a water source that this county can probably use for the next 100 years plus, way past our time on this earth. Along with this data center, we need better economic decisions being made on the impact it's going to have for us, but also a number of y'all, I was able to send an email for some information I put together based upon my years of experience in technology on zoning, just responsible industrial zoning that can go into play that covers waterways protecting that as well as farm areas. I grew up in Talladega, Alabama, and not 20 miles from Anniston, where Monsanto had a plant for 50 years of dump PCBs into the water. It's over 100 miles of the Coosa River to this very day, 100 years on. It's polluted where you can't even use the water, drink the water in some of these areas, certain parts of the year. Happened right here with Murray, Shoal Creek. We know that was a Superfund site. So it's not that it could happen, it has happened, it's happened repetitively. I'm asking you to please consider, even just look at it, get questions. It was, again, something I've cobbled together from my experience on industrial commercial zoning. I think it's something that would go a long way. The biggest is transparency about all the activities that are going on here. So thank you very much, I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mr. Curley. Next, Ms. Laura Riley.
Good evening. My name is Laura Riley. I live at 530 3rd Street in the city. Now, I would like to go on record stating that I'm firmly and unequivocally opposed to data centers in this county, in Lawrence County. In the city, I received no mailing of the Flatwood Center, no pros, cons, no discussion, nothing, no little postcard, nothing. I understand private land was sold. Now, I also own 200 acres off of Long Branch at 400 and 404 Long Branch, and I have for 30 plus years. I retired in 2021 after a 30-year medical career. I'm an MD. There is private property listed, as Mr. Curley pointed out, by a realtor describing it as a great potential location for a data center. It's off of Shoal Creek, as I understand, it's to the south of David Crafton Park. I graze cattle, I have surface streams, I have a well. I don't know that any of that will be manageable with a data center. I would respectfully ask all of you to consider our way of life here. Don't let it go. Money, there are more things that are more important than money. Our families, our relationship, let's start at the top, our relationship with God, with Jesus Christ, our families, our community, our Amish brothers and sisters who have also put lots and lots of time and energy into making this community a stable thing. Now, I know that people have differing positions about the Amish. I'm not here to discuss that, but they're good people. They raise things that we can eat.
That land that I own has been continuously farmed by the same family since 1871, and for dozens of generations prior, probably since the American Revolution. Let's not let our nation go this way, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. Mr. Bryson Garland, you're next.
My name's Bryson Garland. I'm a father to a 2-year-old little girl. My wife and I live on a farm here in Lawrence County. We live a little less than 5 miles from Flatwoods Road. Surrounded by farmland, quiet roads, and the kind of place where you drive by and you know who it is. We got a pretty big sized garden every year. We grow most of what we eat, which requires a lot of water from our well and some from the creek, as it did this year with such a horribly dry season. We don't live a rich lifestyle by any big city standards, but we make enough to get by, and importantly, we're happy. What makes this place valuable isn't massive industrial growth or giant concrete buildings, it's the land. It's the peace and quiet. It's the ability to raise our child where she can run through a yard instead of growing up beside warehouses, traffic and noise, because that will come with a data center. Families like mine moved here, stayed here, and built our lives here because this county still feels like home. A data center may sound good on paper, but once farmland is gone, it's gone. You ain't getting it back. I sound like a broke record there, but in reality, it's happening all over the country. It's sadly here. These projects, they bring enormous power demands. They bring heavy infrastructure and industrial expansion into places that were never meant to become industrial zones. There are many families, homes being destroyed all over the U.S. right now. I've seen one recently on TikTok down in Georgia. They're bulldozing her home because they want to build power lines through it. Sorry, I'm nervous. I've never been in front of a big crowd like this. It don't bring any jobs to our town at all. We already have a growing homeless problem that we can't seem to fix. Why can't we work on our grassroots problems before we start growing? I'm not against progress. I'm against sacrificing the only things that make Lawrence County worth living in. I work with Amish many, many times throughout the year, whether it be building a shed, buying fruits or vegetables, or I'll even haul multiple logs to them. They'll saw them up for me. They're the staple of Lawrence County. Once they hear these huge warehouses screaming at night, we won't have any Amish left. My daughter deserves the same quiet nights, open fields, and a rural way of life that many of us grew up with. We don't need to become the next industrial hotspot to have value. Our farms, our families, and our community already have value. I have so many questions that I could ask, but the main one I want to ask is, why is it all about money and never your own people? Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Garland. Ms. Ellen McCann.
Hello, my name is Elle McCann. I'm from Ethridge, Tennessee. I've lived here for 9 years. I'm, as they say in the South, about 2 miles away as the crow flies from the data center that's being built and quickly through in Lawrenceburg. I, with so many other people, did not grow up here. I was born and raised in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, lived in Wilmington, North Carolina, and when it came time to settle down and have a family, I knew that I wanted something different for my son. And so we decided to move to Ethridge and have a quieter life where it's a little bit more centered on the family. I was really frustrated to hear about the data center being built so close to me, obviously for health reasons, environmental reasons, my Amish neighbors that I see every single day as well. So I originally created the petition trying to bring more awareness together about the situation. So at this point, we have 3,864 signatures in just 1 month from Lawrence County residents that are also concerned, that also feel that a data center is not in our county's best interest. I know you may be hearing what we're saying today, talking about a data center, and be thinking that this doesn't apply to you, maybe because you're not part of the city that pushed this through quickly, and that this is a county issue, or that this isn't a county issue. However, in realizing all of this going through with the data center and the process that the city used to quickly get this through. I've realized that there's no zoning at all for the county, and that this, as well as many other data centers, leave us really ripe for exploitation of large tech companies to come in and take our resources. So I'm asking you today to please consider a resolution for future property development and a codes committee. It's my understanding that this was something that was here before, but was taken away because it was seen as not as necessary. However, I think you can see by the concerned citizens that are here speaking today, as well as so many others that have voiced their opinions online, I'm sure you guys got phone calls as well, that we're concerned and we want to make sure that our county land is protected. So while you can't do anything specifically to impact this data center, and that's something that we're having to work through with the city, what you can do is make sure that this doesn't happen again. It doesn't happen in the county and doesn't happen at a larger scale as well. I think there can be really common sense commercial land use practices that we can put in effect. So we're not regulating farmers of what kind of barns they can have or things like that, but we can make sure that companies that are coming in here and stand to make a profit from our resources aren't able to take advantage of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. Ms. Katie Eagle.
Hi, my name is Katie Eagle. I live in the Piney area of Lawrence County. I am opposed to this data center until I can learn more information on it. I feel like the information is one-sided and I need to know more data. I finally have an address that we can go and check out to hear how loud things are. There's vibrations that come off of these, even if it's not gonna be super loud, that affects your health. And also, piggybacking on what Elle said, I'm gonna say the four-letter Z word. I think it might be time to look into zoning. Not the C word though, Elle, just zoning. We'll start there. And this is something where the farmland was mentioned, and this might be a way to be proactive in preserving more of our farmland as well. This is a much bigger picture than just a data center. There's also, we hear about battery plants and we hear about chemical plants and things we don't want in our community, things that destroy the beauty of Lawrence County. And so I please ask, Brenda's not able to be here today, so she would say, do your research. Everyone needs to do their research because the information coming from the Chamber of Commerce is just generated by the AI information that's being projected around the nation. It's just the same narrative being read. So please do your own research. And Jason is not feeling well, so he's not going to talk after me. But there is also a petition going around the Amish. He works with the Amish. And there have already been 6 or 7 families that have moved. This is the icing on the cake. And I know that we really rely on the money that comes in from the tourism from the Amish. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Eagle. So Jason, you're gonna speak to okay.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Mr. McKenzie, Ian McKenzie.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm probably the newest person here. I've lived here about 2-3 years now, originally from Georgia, so forgive me for that. Spent a few years down in Florida, so once again, forgive me for that. But with that, I've lived everywhere from towns of 5,000 people to cities of, Lord, who knows what Atlanta's at right now, or St. Pete, Tampa, Florida. Lawrenceburg itself is a wonderful, wonderful small town. My wife and I love it. Literally, our first comment moving down or moving up from St. Pete, Tampa here was how quiet it was. St. Pete, Tampa is extremely loud. You got a log industry, a few data centers, a lot of fishing, a lot of drunk college kids. Y'all been very, very smart about how you've done things. This, from what I've seen, has been an error by the city of not announcing what we're going to be done this way. My wife and I also spend a lot of time researching things as part of our job. I'm a supply chain analyst, and she does insurance. What we've seen so far with this is there's been no real plans that we can see as to how this is going to be built, who's going to build it, where the power is going to come from, how the cooling system is going to work. Is it going to be a closed loop or open loop, or just draws water in and flushes it right back out? If it is closed loop, how's the wastewater going to be disposed of and or treated? Aside from that, there's always the jobs. How many are going to be here actually building the data center? How many jobs will be permanent? How many jobs can be permanent that will stay here? My job itself is very remote. I cover 20 different sites for my company that I work with. The one that I sit at the most is up at GCP in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. So that's where you'll find me 90% of the time pulling my hair out, because it's supply chain and I deal with oil. So it's fun right now. Aside from that, noise pollution, light pollution, heat pollution, things of those nature. So how do those get mitigated to make sure that our local communities around the data center, around any sort of industry, is managed properly? One way with noise pollution is with the silencer. Now, you might have on your car with a muffler or your gun with a silencer for that. To try to limit noise pollution as much as possible. Same with light and noise pollution. Aside from that, I also go to quite a few Superfund sites, which if you don't know what they are, they're not fun, but makes your drinking water a little bit interesting. So I highly recommend y'all assistance, working with the city, working with the neighbor out there to see what we can do to mitigate the concerns that you all heard here tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. Mr. Moore.
Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing today? White group, how to work with y'all. Just want to start by saying I would not want to have y'all's job any day of the week. I understand you guys have a hard job to do, but also understand that comes with a lot of responsibility. I understand it's election year. You want to make good decisions. You want to prove, make a point that you have a job to do and you're doing your job. I commend you for that. What I want to remind you is the decisions you make aren't just with black and white paper. They're going to resonate through Lawrence County history long after you're gone. Now, I understand, there's a lot of concern about the data center. I understand, I get it. I've got different opinions on that. There's different scales of data centers. Right now, this building has one in it. There's a data center sort of building right in the middle of Lawrence County, been here for decades. I don't think anybody's even aware of it. That tells you one thing. Now, the thing you need to be concerned about, where these buildings come in, you need to do a lot of development. Once you fell a tree, it is gone. Once you change the landscape, that's over. If you have a house or anything located near that, your view is changed forever. Now, I know Mr. Edgley, no offense to him, he's got a job to do, he's doing his job. This is where checks and balances come in. I know proposed the data center, and there was a phrase with the 13.1 million. Someone responded, I'll take that any day. There was a response to that, sell yourself to the devil. I want you to think about that. Because when you're coming down Highway 64 East, coming across that bridge, and you see that hillside with the trees, something comes in and changes that landscape. What Lawrence County is known for, agriculture, forestry, the beautiful scenic route, is going to be changed forever. No doubt about it. Now, other people have health issues that they're worried about, other implications of the environment. I completely understand. Everybody's got their own concerns. My concern is, just like other people have referenced, there is a lack of restrictions on what you can do with land. Now, I understand private sales, it's a private sale. But we need to take into consideration the people around us. Right now, my family, there's construction going around us, has not been addressed correctly. We're having to face the fallout on that. Our hands are tied. We're individuals up against developers. What can we do about that? Nothing except for hope that somebody, somewhere, an organization, with government, can help us address that. Now, in the commission, county commission, there are plenty of things out there. I know that everybody, elected officials are all, we don't hear from constituents. Unfortunately, when times like this come, you hear from everybody in their home. It just, everybody comes out of the woodwork, they have a complaint. Negativity spreads faster than positivity. That's just the beast of it. If you need something to look into, the Lawrence County Health Commission, they have done a study. They polled the entire county to see what this county needs. Affordable housing, mental health, homelessness, top part of it. Most of that's been mentioned already this morning.
Mr. Moore, you're almost done.
Okay, thank you, sir, I appreciate that. I pray for you guys on this decision. Please keep the future residents of Lawrence County, please keep Lawrence County in your prayers. This is not just us. This is our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. Right now, my children are fourth generation living in my house. They won't have after this year the same view, the same experience as I had. It's all because change is constant. but we need to have policies and protocols in place to help that retain Lawrence County back. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Thank you to everybody that came to speak. I think that's very powerful stuff. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Thank you.
We are adjourned. Thank you for everybody coming.